engagement. I came from a fancy dinner. And some of the people in the audience were texting me. They're like, are you coming to your comedy show? Because we bought tickets to see it. Do you plan on? You know, and I thought about it. I was like, should I wear 2 outfits? You know, should I have like the comedian, casual outfit? And I figured, you know, it's a Women's History Month night. I can look girly, right? With my little pink sneakers. Little monotone, you know, monochrome. Chris, always holding it down in the front. This is our MVP right here. Never misses a show. Yeah, so Belinda mentioned I have a TED Talk thing I'm working on. This is not going to be like the TED Talk. So just, we're talking about diarrhea. We're bringing that back. We're talking about diarrhea. No. You guys didn't seem to like that. You didn't seem to like that. I was the one laughing in the back. I love a good poop joke, you know. I feel like that's what feminism is really about, right? A female comic should be able to get on stage and talk about poop. Just like any man. She didn't like that. That's okay. Your feminism can be different. Mine is that and equal pay, you know. Part of the equal pay though, you know, take your dump on company time, you know. Get paid to poop, you know. I did not mean to talk about that tonight. I had respectable material for you guys. So, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Madinah. I identify as biracial because my mom is black and my dad is African American. Poor thing. You're like, oh, another one. Oh, she's joking. She's joking. Yeah. No, I do identify as biracial though, for real. Because about 10 years ago, my body decided it wanted some of that white privilege. Remember that? It was like, all of a sudden, white privilege is this thing. They're like, talk about the backpack, unpack the backpack, you know. My body was like, that sounds nice. Let's try that on for size, you know. Hook a sister up. So, yeah, about 10 years ago, my body decided to start gentrifying itself. You know you have, it's called vitiligo. You know you have vitiligo when it starts off with a couple spots and then pretty soon you don't recognize the neighborhood anymore. It's just not what it used to be. White couples pushing babies in strollers. You're like, what happened to, you know? That feeling where you're walking down a familiar street and there's like a new store, you're like, what used to be there? That's my shoulder. It's real. It's real. And then when I live my life, people come up to me and they act like they're discovering it for me. Fun, you know. And I get my favorite, which is unsolicited medical advice. I'm sure this is a room of people that's had that experience, right? It's like, have you tried getting your gut right? It's all about the gut. Have you tried that yogurt that Jamie Lee Curtis was selling? Have you tried, you know, turmeric? I got that one once. Turmeric and black pepper. Yeah. Now I tried that. That's back when I was questioning God. You know? And I'm like, yeah, why not? Let's try this. Make a paste, put it on the spots. I should have known it wasn't the shade I was going for. Like I'm light skinned, I'm not that yellow. I identify as red bone. I tried it, and turmeric is a great way to dye your bed sheets yellow. And your bathroom, just. I came to terms with it though, because I feel like if I don't have something like this to talk about, I don't know what I would talk about on stage, you know? That's how I rationalize it. I'm like, God needed to give me something to set me apart from other comedians, you know? The headdress isn't enough. I needed another, you know? You go to an event and you're like, hey, there's a hilarious comedian, she's Muslim. They're like, which one? You You can say the one whose body is gentrifying itself. Remember that one? I like that one. Yeah. The fun thing though, really, for me as a politician, right? Like I get to go to schools and read to the kids, and my favorite part is no matter what, the first question, what happened to your hand? And I get to have fun with it, First time somebody asks you that question, you tell them the truth, or you try to figure out. By the 15th time, you're like, well, let me tell you what happened. When I was your age, my mom told me to do something, and I didn't listen. She smacked the black off me. Listen to your parents. The black kids are like, what was on that list of chores again? And the white kids are like, huh? I don't know. She smacked me black. I don't know, white kids. I don't know what to tell you guys. I was in a classroom last week, and they asked me this question, and I'm trying to give them like the actual answer, which is it's an autoimmune condition. And autoimmune conditions, that's when your immune system fights itself instead of bad guys like infection, right? So it's kind of like that friend you might have who's trying to get into a fight, and they're like, hit me! And you're like, could you focus? And I'm doing this explanation, and one of the kids goes, like Michael Jackson? And I was like, see, if I knew you were cultured, third graders, I would have just said Michael Jackson. But I didn't think they were raised right. Bunch of 8-year-olds. One of them asked me, does it change? And I said, yeah, it does change with time. So I went to my phone and I pulled up a picture from 2017. I said, this was my hand now, this is my hand 2017. And one of them said, I was born in 2017. Thought they were cultured. Thought they were well-mannered children. Yeah. Folks were talking about marriage and dating and all that. My husband's here. My husband is the privileged persuasion, I'll say. He's a white man.
You're my neighbor.
Oh, hey! Hey, yeah. So, I was going to share this. Okay, so when I tell people this, right, black women sometimes that are in the dating pool for a while, they're kind of like, what's that like? I think I might want me one. I think, sometimes they're like, I think I'm gonna, you know what? Why not? What's it like? And I'm gonna be honest with you, it's awesome. It is great. Okay? Like me, I'm kind of particular. If I go out and I get something that I like at a restaurant, I get home, get all the ingredients, try to recreate it, go to eat it at the end, and it's not quite there. And I'm disappointed. Meanwhile, here's my husband. This is good. You're a good cook. I'm so lucky. I'm like, I'm lucky. Sheesh, you are lucky. Yeah, you are lucky. Yeah. That's great. That's the only example I have, honestly. I'm not a racist woman. I'm not gonna stand up here and talk about black women like that. No. But okay, here's one thing to even it out, right? When we have kids, Lord willing, they'll be biracial. If I'm still black. Kind of a big caveat there, but if I'm still black, and we have biracial kids, it's kind of a toss-up, right? Like you could be amazing, like this woman up here, wearing a Black Panther shirt, big, beautiful blonde hair, right? Perfect biracial, perfect, right? Perfect. Well raised, perfect. Okay, well raised. You could get like a Mariah Carey, Derek Jeter, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, or you could get a Drake. You got real too quick, huh? Think about that. You could get a Drake. And you can be embarrassed to go to every family function after. Just losing rap battles left and right. Saying the N-word, you're like, honey, maybe. The breaks next time. You know. The hair is another one. I worry about the hair. I'm gonna be honest with you, right? I have thick Afro textured hair. Will my kids have hair that I can braid, lock, twist? Or will they go to supercuts? Girls too. Girls too. Mommy can't help you. I don't know what to do with it. It's looser than like 3A. I can't. Swoop it over. Teach them. I've tried braiding my friend's hair and it just, you get real nice and then just, like one of those guys with the thing in front of the car store. Gotta get rubber bands, right? That's it. Yeah, I'm really off track here. I'm just hanging out. Am I good to keep going? I'm having fun.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, okay. I want you guys to definitely hear from Belinda because she is very, very funny. Let's see, what else can I get off my chest before she comes up here? Let's see. Oh, okay, here's one. This is a little controversial. I'm gonna share with you guys because you guys have been fun. My grandmother just turned 86. And
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll give it up for 86. My grandmother, black woman, so she looks like 52, you know. But, you know, we started to have these conversations. She's getting older, you gotta have some serious conversations. We asked her what she wanted us to do with her remains when she transitions. And she said, when I die, just call 1-800-JUNK. Don't worry about it, just call them, you know. I'm like, okay, we wondering if you wanted a burial or cremation, but she said, well, it depends on what time of year I go. What? It's not, you know, it's 2025. It could be, we can dig in winter, my mom. It's not that much work to dig in winter. Anyway, that conversation got me thinking. No matter how old somebody is, when they go, we always say the same thing. We always say, gone too soon. Is it? I feel like there's a cutoff. I feel like if you have adult great-grandchildren, you lived a full life. How many generations of failure do you want to witness? I feel like one's enough for me. I'm like, you know what? These kids. Yeah. A couple years ago, Sidney Poitier died at 94. My mom was like, what happened? Did they say? I said, my old age. Well, they normally say. It was time, my time. You know? I'm going to say that's my time, all right? You guys have been so much fun.